Hello everybody, Saigan here today with a preview of Onion Force, a tower defense hybrid coming out later this year for PC, Android, and iOS. I spent some time with a review copy of the demo and the game is looking promising. The gameplay of Onion Force follows the classic tower defense formula. The player will use a variety of buildings to impede and destroy waves of enemies who drop money and equipment. Money is spent on purchasing additional buildings in an attempt to keep the future waves from reaching your king, who has minimal defenses. At the end of each stage, you earn stars based on the difficulty level, which you can then spend on permanent upgrades to your buildings, increasing their damage or rate of fire. What separates Onion Force from the standard tower defense is that you have control over one of 3 character classes and can engage the enemies directly. Characters gain XP and levels as well as earning better equipment from their fallen foes. In this way, Onion Force blends 2 classic gameplay types and the fusion works well. Onion Force really shines in the music department with upbeat, frantic tunes that don't overstay their welcome. Player and enemy sound effects are cartoony and fun, fitting the visual style of the game. The unique art design is one of my favorite parts of Onion Force. The forest area in the demo looks good, and the characters have a lot of personality and are animated extremely well. The monsters have a little bit less love put into them, but it isn't enough to affect my enjoyment of the game. It is hard to grade the game's story at this point, as there were only 5 stages in the demo. There's apparently one last king. We're there to keep him alive. There's also a chatty fairy, but she's less chatty than Navi, so she's alright. So here's my one and only real gripe about the game. The controls are very clearly designed with a touch screen in mind. Moving your character consists of clicking or tapping where you want them to go, and they blast off in that direction. If they hit a wall or an enemy, they go bouncing around like a rubber pool ball. In the lanes, this is fine and feels like an important part of the game, but when you are trying to navigate tight secret areas off the beaten path or rush into the healing tent, it can quickly become frustrating and could cost you a victory if you're stuck fighting the controls for too long. Should the developers make these secret areas easier to pass through and the collision detection of the buildings better, I won't have too much to complain about. At the end of my time with the demo, I was ready for more. Prior to Onion Force, I had only enjoyed 2 other tower defense type games, Final Fantasy Crystal Defenders and Metal Slug Defense. If you're an action and RPG fan, this might be the game that bridges the genre gap for you, and if you're already a tower defense gamer, you'll definitely want this one on your radar. Be sure to check out the game's Greenlight page on Steam. This is Saigan, and I'll see you all next time.